Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Please subscribe and welcome. So today is a very good day. Actually, it's very sunny. The day is good. Basically, it's a beautiful day, and we're here to talk about money, the thing we all hate to love but need. So yeah, let's get into it. First of all, disclaimer: in no way, shape, or form am I a professional or, a pro in dealing with money and all of that. But there's some things that I have done, I guess, with the pocket money I usually receive, not from a job. I have had a few jobs here and there, but not something consistent. The only thing that's been consistent with me is my pocket money. And you see, I had to find ways to make that work. I have a lot of needs. The thing I'm working for, when people say like, oh, my goal is to be financially free. For me, my goal is I need to work hard enough to afford myself, because I feel like
we do everything to get rich, we do everything to stay rich, and do everything to stay richer.
Yeah. Anyway, there's some things I've done basically with my pocket money, and I feel like it has really helped over the years go by. And this whole thing started maybe when I was in first year. When I was in first year, it's when, like, after high school, and it's when I was actually receiving pocket money in the outside world. When you're out here, let me tell you, there's always something to buy. There's always something to spend money on. And if there's always something to spend money on, and if you're not careful. So I used to be given money monthly, like my pocket money monthly. And week one, I'm okay. But like, this money looks enough.
You know you have 30 minutes? Are you kidding me? 30, yes.
And other stories. By the time it's week 3, not even week 3, halfway towards week 2, so it's been 1.5 weeks, I'm like, how am I supposed to stay this until like the 30th? How? Explain. So I just had to figure out how to make it work. And then it used to feel so, by the time it's like 30th, I'm like, yo, give me the money right now. And then I realized it's becoming a pattern. Around like every 15th, 18th of the month, I'm like, the pockets are tired. So I had to like basically find out to make it work, because having no money gives me anxiety. I'm not even gonna lie. It gives me a lot of anxiety because I don't know. I just need to be stable, not even have a lot. I just need to be stable enough not to have anxiety, So again, seeing as I was only surviving on pocket money, which again is not like a lot, it's pocket money that's basically meant for my survival, so that I'm alive and I can do my things, but not like something, live a luxury lifestyle, or do things evil. So these things helped me to see how I can make that grow or maintain it at the very least. Because the worst thing is literally going into debt, going into like Fuliza, which again, it can easily become an addiction. You can look Fuliza Nivo. You've opened the gate to hell. If you're not careful, and if you're the window just open. I was saying, especially if you're young, borrowing can seem like I can get easy money at any time. Like I said, there's always something to spend money on. You could literally be like, you know what, from now on, I'm not even doing anything. I'm just going to minimize my expenses and try and, bam, your friend has a birthday. Bam, we need to buy CG what for school. Bam, we need to print CG what papers. Bam, we need to go where? Like, life is moving at 100 kilometers per minute, and so something had to change, and this is what I did to help me survive and learn a lot of things. Actually, one thing I realized is knowledge about money is really interesting to me. It's one of my few hobbies, actually. I like learning about money patterns. Again, like I said, I'm not the best at it. I know there are bigger finance bros and girlies out there, but me, I'm just here like trying to make what I can work. So this is what I'm gonna share. Number one, first thing, of course, I had to start doing research because I can't be the only one who's going through this problem. I can't. So I started doing research, like started like, what can I do with this little money I have now to make it work? You see, my thing was not meant to like increase the money yet because I knew I wasn't in a position to get a job. So I was like, how can I make this money work? Bam. That's when I learned about financial literacy. So financial literacy is literally knowing about your money. It's not even knowing about how to increase, how to watch. It's just knowing how about your money. So this is knowing what to do with your money. One of the things that triggered me into going into this journey or start to learn about money is I had this question. If you're given $1 million today, what would you do with it so it could increase by next year? I know what the question we're used to, like, I'm going to buy a car, I'm going to go visit, I'm taking the girlies to Bali, I'm going to go to where, I'm going to buy this. No. The question is, what are you going to do to make it increase by next year? So that's why I was just like, damn, like me and my small money already, it's evaporating in my hands, literally. So I can't imagine how disappointed I would feel if I'm given $1 million and it all evaporates. Because that happens. We've had it many times. People get a lot of money and then it's all gone. So like, I need to build habits. Because if I have habits in check, like if I can know what to do with 1,000 bob, then I most likely know what to do. If I can increase 1,000 bob, I can increase $1 million. It all started with small habits. So that's when I started getting into financial literacy and learning about, saving, investing and all of that. And again, these sound like big words. I was also scared when I was looking, I'm just like, seriously, Emily, are you seriously telling me about what to do with? But the more you actually know, watch videos, read, research, you realize it's not that complicated. It's just not known. It's just not common information. And the people who keep on telling us these things are people who like are already established or millionaires. So we tend not to listen. You're just like, yeah, easy for you to say, of course you're saying that. Like, you're not, of course, I'm not your target audience, me and my pants. I'm not your target audience, sorry. But this is coming from me. It's coming from me, actually. Like, I'm literally 21 years old. 21. And I'm just done with uni. And I started this habit around second year. So, I can tell you, it works. It doesn't multiply as you think it does. I am in no shape or form a millionaire. Or even 1,000. Wait, 1,000 in Nancy, Abby. 1,000 bob. Yeah, let me guess 1,000 there then. But 100,000 not yet. But there's some things I can do. I've done that have really not put me in such a bad place. I can say, like, if I continue the way I was doing it first year, say, on a bad day will be a bad day. A rainy day will rain cats and dogs. So here's what I've learned. When you're in uni or when you're a young person, your biggest enemy is impulsive buying. That thing, it doesn't matter how much you have. If people get pocket money up to 100,000, imagine. But you, at the end of the month, whoever got 100,000 and you who got 3,000, you're all the same because of impulsive buying. And when you have some money, you just feel like it's there to be spent. And I know, like, sometimes it's not even intentional to spend. Like, using these memes, like, sometimes nakaja na 4K kwa M-Pesa na naka kwa nyumba. Imagine, sit down. You will sit down and just think or whatever. Because impulsive buying is like your biggest, and it could be your biggest enemy. It was my biggest enemy. And let me tell you, I could walk anything shiny, anything that I was like, oh, actually, I've been wanting this, And I have to say that I had a lot of money, so I could just spend like that. That's small money. It could end like when I walk out, I can come up with zero. So impulsive buying, and that's how I solved that problem. This needed a lot of discipline, self-control, and we met God, because wait, the pressure was actually increasing. So let's say, for example, I walk somewhere and I see, like, oh, I've been wanting boots, actually, like, I should get them. I should. Like, life is for the living. First say Rudy. No. Keep your line of focus. I would go check the price out, look at them, basically like at least feel them. At least, and if I'm not getting them now, can I at least like look at them? I would go home. For things that are very like expensive, like shoes, for example, I would give it up to a month. But let's say, for example, it's something like what? A lipstick. I would give it like 2 weeks. And every day I would review it. I would like, do I still want it? And let me tell you, most of the time it's like day 13, 14. I'm just like, I don't really need it. And most of the time, actually, that's a honest reaction. I didn't really need it. By the time it's like 2 weeks in, I realize it's not a must. But if I still really do want it by the time it's day 14, I'm actually going to buy it. If I still have the money, which I did, because I still have other practices in check. So in part, that's how I would control my impulsive buying, and I ended up like saving a lot of money. Like when I started doing that, I realized that the balance I was having from the last month, which was 0 to negative, was now something. Now that something will go into savings. Second practice, savings. Savings. Usually you always hear about savings and just like, how can I think of saving and there's nothing to save? There is, imagine. And savings doesn't mean it has to be huge. Remember when you were kids and you used to have piggy banks? That's how you raise your piggy bank. Nowadays everything, of course, it's online or digital, but like, have a savings account. I know many young people don't even have bank accounts. Please open one today, because again, you never know, you could receive $1 million today. Where are we sending? Where those name and M-Pesa cannot even handle $1 million. Where are we sending? Where are we wearing the money? Go open a bank account. At least there you can now, it's like even like speaking to the universe. Like I have opened a platform to receive. Let me tell you, right? So I've been watching a lot of videos again on money, but like when I even look at rich people, I've even had some billionaires say that money is a lifestyle. It's a mindset. Always be on the receiving mindset. Yeah. Always set yourself up to receive. So if you don't have a bank account, yeah. Anyway, talking about saving. Saving can look ridiculous, Why am I not going out and I have more than enough money to go out with sitting in a savings account? Why can't I spend this money that I'm saving? Because saving is not like your savings are not to be spent. Like we hear in comes to bank accounts, there's a savings account and a current account. Current account is the things like where the money you put. I really hope. I hope I'm not lying, but I'm saying what I know. Disclaimer, what I know. I could be right or wrong. But current account is where you put the money that you use to every day, bills, food, and all of that. That's where you keep that money. But savings account is not to be touched, because that's a savings for, especially a rainy day. And then they're just like, Kwani, how much am I saving? Like, Kwani, a rainy day is not happening. Let me tell you, the day the rainy day will come and you have the money, that is one of the biggest forms of self-love, because it means you took the time to take care of your future self. And when your future self removes that money from that account and uses it to remove themselves from a problem, they really thank you, your past self, for taking enough care of yourself. Take care of yourself. Save some money for rainy days. Rainy days happen all the time, every week, and you never know. As now we grow up, as I'm continue to grow up, things like savings will start translating into emergency funds, where I save up for emergencies, or some other, maybe I want to buy something, maybe I want to buy a car, I can save up for that, but now you see I've already built the habit, so it's not as hard now. Even if I get a job, I can partition my money, like bang, this one going here, this one's going here, this one will go here, this one will go here. Anyway, yeah. Now, when it comes to saving, when you put your money you deposit your money in a bank account, it usually says 500 shillings has been credited to this bank account. Credited means kutoa. Ni kama usually that used to confuse me even in accounting, because I'm just like, see, I've deposited money, it's debiting. Like, I've increased the amount of money in my account, it's debited. But then I realized it's credited because, and again, disclaimer, I'm not sure. If I'm confused about anything, please correct me in the comments. Now, credited means whenever your money is just sat in their bank account, it's decreasing in value. You can put 1 million today. In 5 years, that 1 million will be worth what? Like, let's say 920,000. You lost a whole 80,000 when the money just sitting there. Now, if you lost 80,000, we want to set our bank account, we want to set our money up in a way that it becomes 1,080,000. So that way, the value still almost remains the same. Are we still together? So what does this mean? What does this increasing money mean? It's called investing. Now, don't click out of the video. Wait. I know we don't like to hear the word investing, because it's either, when you hear investing, you either hear scam, or either hear be something big that does not even concern us, or either hear something that you know. But investing can be for everyone. I invest. Imagine me and my pocket money. Imagine investing. There's so many ways to invest, and it depends on where you are financially. Of course, billionaires they can invest what they invest in, but there's an investment opportunity for everyone. And investing basically means keeping your money in a way that it appreciates or gains more value over time. It's like resisting the inflation that's happening every day. So one of the best ways to invest as a young person is money market funds, because it's like saving. Personally, like, especially now when it comes to like digital things, you can literally do it online, and some banks offer money market funds. If not, there's so many ways. Just go type money market fund Nairobi, do your research. I'm not gonna even say which one I use, no, because these things, you never know again. You never know again, but we have to keep our mind in a receiving. If we want to get into investment, it's not hard. Sometimes the process is tedious, but do you want to make money or not is your question. Do you or do you not? Thank you. Now that we've established that you want to make money, we are going to go through the process. And the process is fairly simple. It's just that one extra. Visit your bank. That 1 hour you're going to spend there could potentially change your life. Visit, try and invest. And there's so many other ways. There are like treasury bills, treasury bonds. There are physical assets like land, like what else? I don't know. There are mutual funds. There's so many things. There's a stock market. You just need to know what you want, what your priorities are, and your risk assess. Your risk. When you talk about risk, what attitude? Your attitude to risk. For example, you could be like, okay, so you have to put 100,000 in this, and then you'll get 150,000. Some people are like, but it's not guaranteed. The stock market could. People will be like, yeah, put it. Some people will be like, no. Okay, if you have a low risk appetite, okay, we can take that your 100,000, you'll get 105,000, but it's almost guaranteed. Okay, I can go for that. You see, it depends. All I'm saying is, don't be scared. These things are very possible. These things are not out of our reach, and it doesn't matter where you are. For saving that 10 bob every day, every week, don't look at your money. Now, no money is small money. Even if you become a billionaire, trillionaire, that 10 shillings is still important. See, and if you can save it. 5 shillings, 2 shillings, whatever you can, save it. invest it, and invest that sometimes. If let's say you have no money, genuinely, but you see, like I said, we all need money. We hate to love it because it makes life easier. It helps us do things. It helps us take care of our loved ones and all of that. But if you don't have that money right now, invest in knowledge. Invest, like I said, when I started this thing, I was still surviving on pocket money and all of that, and I was literally, money was coming as it's all the way out. It was just like outside. Invest in knowledge. Know what to do. When I get the money, what can I do with it? How can I divide it? How can I save it? How can I invest it? So with that said, always think about your money. Always. Many people, like you see, many people deal with money like the way some women deal with money in their purses. It's just there with some random notes, coins, and we need to respect our money. We need to be. Naila Wamba, by the way, I can't say, okay, email transaction cost. Take during weekends, that Sunday afternoon, take out your phone and a notebook and your M-Pesa records. See, confront yourself. Many people, and I went to the Youth Plus festival a few weeks ago, and I attended this financial wellness class. Like I said, it's one of the things that interest me. So of course I had to attend that one. And one of the things that was said, especially at the beginning, is that no matter how much you say here, if you're not honest with yourself, you will never grow. Most of us avoid even ourselves. We're just like, great. I don't know. Most of us are scared to confront ourselves and say, yes, I spent all my money, me, myself, and on useless things. Yes, I spent all my money last weekend buying for my friends drinks. Yes, I spent all my money last week buying cake. Like, confront yourself. That's where growth starts. And that doesn't mean, by saving, I don't mean kujinima. This is connected with my last point, budgeting. Budgeting is so important, because this is, as in the words of Susan Wanjiku, the person whose class I went from Legacy Hub, she said, budgeting is not Alisama, but budgeting is planning where your money goes instead of wondering where it went. Imanishi kujinima. You could budget for your things. There are different ways of budgeting. You can check our videos out. I'm not here to like bore you, whatever. But like when you're budgeting, accommodate yourself. You're a human being. Life is for the living. If you honestly, you go out 2 weekends in a month, add that to your list of expenses. There's no shame here. It's you and yourself. In fact, like, you don't plan your finances with 13 other people in the room. It's yourself. If you like to buy a what? What do people buy? If you like to buy for yourself that expensive shower gel, buy. No guilt spending. As long as you know I'm saving, I'm investing, I've taken care of my needs, that it's okay to accommodate yourself. It's okay to want things. Don't be ashamed. It's okay to want things and want to get them. But my point is, just avoid impulsive buying, plan for these things, and save and invest. Imagine, period. In fact, you could watch this 5-second part of the video, Nivo. So, I hope that helps. Don't be afraid of yourself. There is no such thing as too small money. There is no such thing as that. Yes, it could feel that way, because you see, you can control our feelings. It could feel that way, but it's all start pole. You can see, like, how can I do all this with just 500? Start whichever way you can. You can just say, okay, I'm going to eat for 50. This 50 bob, let me see how I can save and invest it. Slowly like that. When you start getting 5,000, you already, even the accounts are set up. You just, And already, when you're good at budgeting, even when you get that $1 million, I already know, okay, so I'm going to divide this way. As one is my needs, wants, expenses, debts, what, like planning. Be in charge of your money. You see, the way parents are usually in charge of their kids. Like, if you bring someone, a good parent here with 5 kids, and you ask them, okay, what does Ken do? Oh, Ken is in high school, he does this and this, he does these subjects, this. Okay, what about Michelle? Oh, Michelle is still in class 3, she does this, it's the same with all your accounts, with all your money. So what did you do with that 50,000 you got last week? So 10,000 I put it here, this and this one it's gone here, this other one I bought for myself, this and this, then this and this and this is the other one. Be in charge of your finances, be on the top. Anyway, that's it for today's video, and let me know if you want to do part 2. I can talk about debts, taxes. Most of us are right now, if you're young, you're filing nil taxes. But are you, is a question. Do you even have, most people don't have a bank account because they don't have a KRA pin. I realize that. It's not even up. Sometimes that is sick penda. It's just, why do we want to now start confronting the government? And we haven't started making money yet. But let me see. And then you're wondering by now, Victoria, I thought this was a lifestyle and skincare and emotional intelligence channel. One of the things I like focusing on is wellness. And like I said, not having money gives me a lot of anxiety. I can't, how can I wake up? It's Monday, it's raining, and I cannot do that. This is part of wellness. This is part of ensuring that I am well. I am okay, emotionally, mentally, because money problems could usually make you faint. Many people have collapsed because of money problems, So it's sort of the things that keep me going. Like, I'm not always panicking, like, guy. My last tip now, this is my parting shot. As a young person, this is your life, your money. Your parents are giving you pocket money, most likely, even if you're doing your own job. But let's go with the parents. You're giving you pocket money for you to survive and all of that. Do not now go entertain your friends or your peers with things. Do not. Because if these people are only entertained or are only accommodating of you when you have something, like when you go out and all of that, you're the one who's going to suffer the consequences, not you and your other friends. Do not put yourself into debt. Do not fuliza at it because you're out. It may be hard. I'm not going to lie. It may be hard, but at your friend, you're already out and your friends are going to a second location, and you don't have more to spend. Do not fuliza. Go home and cry. I used to do that. I'd come home and cry if I cannot go out genuinely, because I'm not going to put myself into debt for 3 hours of more fun. And yes, your friends can be mad at you. And I'm not saying you do this all the time. Like, now you miss even your best friends at the party. All I'm saying is, know yourself. Know what you're going to accommodate, know what you're not going to accommodate. Plan. If you know your friend's birthday is in August, August no one's now. January you should start saving 100, or 1,000. Be in charge of your finances. Be on top of them. This is your money, yours, niyako, and this is your life. Your life. Be in charge of your finances. It doesn't matter how much, how little. Be in charge. Anyway, thank you, and please subscribe. please. You see, it's such a beautiful day and talk about something so fun. And I've even done makeup. Don't even noticed. But yeah, please subscribe and I'll see you in the next video very soon. Very soon. Let me tell you guys, consistency is now it's starting to become difficult, you know, like, and obviously I anticipated this because when you start something, when it's like, yes, psych, and then over time it's just becoming like psych. But you know what, I committed to this YouTube channel, and we're going to continue with it. I'm going to continue with it until we become something. I don't want to put a limit on it, but something big, you know. Yeah, so please subscribe and see you in the next video.